Hello and welcome to another episode of This is the Police. Let us jump right back into the game. When we load, we'll end up on, I believe, day 4 should be. Day 4, July 18th, Thursday. Robespierre to reveal his identity when the time is right. Feminist organization denied official registration. Enemies using feminists to destroy Freeburg. Well, that makes sense. Let's go to work.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch, and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Right about now, he's probably hoping the car blows up. Very typical troubled police relationship, since they never seem to have, healthy ones. Let's start the day. We got 3 detectives on shift B. I don't know. Let's play some Chopin. That's what we'll do. Day 4. All right. So we have 6,900. We need to make 500,000 by day 180. If someone commits a serious crime and flees the scene, the case goes to your detectives. Okay, so we have a crime in progress, the destruction of property. Remember the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot carrying a long iron rod. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards! Thieves! Bloodsuckers!" Okay, how about, why can't I send officers? Okay. Investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses, and gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be the lead investigator in the case. You can assign additional detectives to any case who will work under the lead investigator as subordinates. The more professional the lead investigator, the more effective the team. Okay. All right, Mole, you're in charge. And take the Brita with you. Black activist Ronnie Moore was found shot outside his home. All right, let's go find out who did that. Okay, now let's send. All right, you guys go. Take the old woman with you. Didn't I fire you, Price? I thought I fired you. I feel like I fired you, but I guess I didn't. Racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to kill all the black doctors, firemen, and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You'll have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial... Okay. Now this is not... this right here, this game is not cool based on like racial tensions ongoing in the American society right now. This is just wrong. Can I not fire all the black cops? How many do I have? Can I... let's go to affairs. I mean, detectives too? What if I don't want to do it? I don't want to do it. This is Shift B. Wait. Shift A. How do I... Oh, Shift B. So I have to fire three cops? That just seems wrong, right? I mean, I guess I could do it, but I don't know. It doesn't seem right. What happens if I don't do it? You know what? I'm gonna not do it. I'm not gonna do it. I don't know what'll happen if I don't do it. A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. Oh. 4 slots. Wow. Okay, well, Purdy, Yancey, Sam. Let's take all 4. Can I take SWAT? No, I can't take SWAT yet. Yancey. Austin, you're the only one left in... Investigation has started. Detectives have interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, and are pursuing the investigation. Expect results. Eric. They drove by in a sedan and they shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. I only heard a few muffled shots. He got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time. And recently there's been lots of cursing and carrying on. I don't remember the car, and the neighborhood was quiet. I've never heard any shots. The police these days don't do nothing. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine and was nearly hit by some idiot's car. Okay, so... Alright, so I guess we'll find out more information as they go. Okay. Destruction of property. Offender caught. Excellent. Way to go, Price. Let's go into affairs. I think, yeah, I don't have any wait. Yeah, I'm all hired, so I don't have anybody else I can deal with or hire. I am not gonna fire the cops. I'm just not gonna do it. Let's see what we got. Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bifocals seated on the bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and has taken several photographs of them. That is a little disturbing. I only have one officer to send. Driver nowhere to scene, way to safe distance, interview any potential... let's wait a safe distance. Civilians unharmed. All right. Yeah. Good stuff. Offender escaped. Officer unharmed. Yeah, well, I couldn't send backup with you. I didn't have anybody. Kazuki Tamura, what do you want? Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club, and for my first exhibition, I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach your man a few tricks, something that will help him out on the streets. Okay. I'll send you Kochi. That's my only choice other than Yancey. Report homicide. Detectives present frames, different versions of what might have happened at the crime scene. Okay, we've got 3 new frames. Open investigation. Drug lord. They get it wrong half the time, but a good cop can separate the fact from fiction if they know how to look at case materials. The more professional the detectives working on an investigation, the better their instincts. To get your suspects, you'll need to figure out the true sequence of events at the crime scene using the frames you think likely, sometimes with a little guesswork thrown in. If you add it all up, but the sequence fails, you're probably telling the wrong story. Okay, so... I mean, I guess you put the frames here like this or something like... Like something like that, right? Like, I don't know. I think I need more frames to... So I guess you have to use the frames to actually solve the crime yourself. It's kind of interesting. A bartender reported that a fight broke out between a patron and a bar's bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, had climbed onto the stage while a local singer was performing and tried to duet with her. Well, why not? What's the A? Oh, you're on the A. You're from the A. We're going to send you and Yancey. Chief, I just about nailed the Jap a couple of times, but he was too fast for me and won points. I don't really understand all the rules, so I can't keep track of points very well, but he was all right. He even showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a little and pulled my back. Think I can take the day off? Can I say yes or no? I didn't get the option to say yes or no. Fight. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. All right. We shall end day 4. Yeah, we're not going to order to work tomorrow. Shift A, we have... Yeah, you're going to be tired, but you're going to come into work. Oh, we got... Yeah, it looks like 3 cops, 4 cops we'd have to fire at. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant woman. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Mayor Rogers, city has no problems with racists. That's Mayor Rogers, Mr. Rogers. I don't know.
Why would a man need a barn? to store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run, and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
Well, I don't think there's any turning back. Do we help Kendrick? Or do we refuse? I don't know. Dirty cop, good cop. Dirty cop, good cop. Dirty cop, good cop. Dirty cop.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank. At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
It sounds about right. Now you're really wishing your car was going to blow up. I drank too much. I don't think I can hold it together today. Can I go home? Yes, but come tomorrow. Alright, we'll start the day. Alright, next up, yeah, what's this? Billabong. No matter your personal relationship with the city's administration, your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Decisions from City Hall depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests once a week. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright or accept only some of your requests, so only ask you for what you really need. SWAT upgrade. Raise. Fire all black cops. Tomorrow is the deadline. What if I don't? I don't know what happens if I don't. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. Well, it's a bum. I'm gonna send the two low-level guys to go take care of that. Touch of Dionysus liquor store. A witness looked on from her window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Oshiro, Deeger, Sam D, and we gotta send the SWAT. Oh, okay. Let's see what happens here. Oh, we could lose some cops here. This could be bad. A hot dog vendor reports that he saw two Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. I only have 2 guys left. You guys are gonna have to handle it. All right, got my salary. Fender escaped, of course. I sent my two low-level cops to go deal with it. Okay. The shop has 2 exits from which people have already fled. Enter the store through the main entrance. Drive patrol all the way through the front. A stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding a gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. Quiet, Abdul, you're just making things more complicated. You and the mask, shut your face and drop the weapon. Silently take aim at the robber. The robber grows visibly nervous. Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll just take a little bit and go. No one was hurt. The cashier begins to cry. There's 2 ways out of the shop and cuffs are in a body bag. I'll let you leave here upright, but only if you release the hostage. Offender escaped. Civilians unharmed. Officer's dead? Wow. Well, that's not good. It's a hot one today, and a lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, people drowned on the beaches of Freeburg, and press was in an uproar. Please send someone to keep an eye on things. All right, we just lost 2 officers. That's not good. Okay, Jack, this year's organized. I don't have anybody to send. I got Birch. That's it. Can I get out of this? I don't. We got 36 seconds. Let's go check robbery. Well, we got Moser and Beasley. Go ahead. We just lost 2 cops, so we are on shift A. So, wow. Wow, we're having a terrible day. We lost 2 cops in one day. We don't have enough cops yet. We got 27 seconds. It's awful. Okay, did we get it? We got some people back now. Okay, so Jack, this year organizer of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed rules for annual shooting contests and now features teams instead of single competitions. Can you send 2 of your finest marksmen? I'd really love to do well in this competition. All right, we'll send 2 of my best. Bao Lang. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation. I was going to pawn my antique necklace. I was carrying the next pawn. Someone ripped the bag on my shoulder and disappeared. Didn't have time to do anything. Fender was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbed the bag and ran. Escaped. I tried to race after him, but I didn't even have time to see if it was a man or a woman. Couldn't see his face. He was dressed in a jacket like those other bikers wearing on street corners. It was definitely not a local biker. They are bald and have beards, but this guy looked Asian, probably Japanese or Chinese. I didn't see a weapon in his hands. I just saw him grab the bag and run off. Oh, man. That is crazy. Okay, so once a week we can petition City Hall something. We have our police station. There's 4 more things to pop up. Guess we'll see what those do. Robbery. We've got 3 new frames. Let's open in the investigation. Okay, so we've got this guy. So it looks something like this. I don't know. I don't know how that works for sure. Atticus Tower. Okay, let's go here quick first. Atticus Tower. The guard went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased the brat up a tree. You can take it from here. You're gonna have to handle that on your own. Oh my god, destruction of property. All right, well, good luck. We did it, Boyd. We won. The Ernest knows he really knows a lot about shooting. Even taught us a thing or 2. He invited us out hunting to celebrate the victory, so we'll be taking a day off. We deserve it. Bastards. I just lost 2 cops. Right, we gotta wait for this. Oh, this is not good. I could lose my whole shift. Of course they did. What were these guys gonna do? He can't go any lower. It's useless. This was a terrible, terrible day for the city. I mean, we just failed all across the board. Piles of work. Looks like tomorrow's going to be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. All right, so we're going to wrap the episode up here. I hope you've been enjoying this look at This Is the Police. It's actually kind of an interesting game. I haven't quite figured out the investigations yet. I'm hoping that... I guess we'll see as it goes along. Like I've put frames in, but I don't know that that's... we'll figure out what's going on. But if you have enjoyed this series so far, don't forget that like button as it helps me a lot. And until next time, Delgar.